To be there for your friend in an incredibly significant time in their life is worth more than anything. It not only helps them feel better about their issue, but does a lot for your own character development and fulfills a purpose deep within you. Your friends will gain a lot of trust in you and respect for you in return. It will be a moment which you look back on very fondly, more so than most other events you thought were significant. Leadership is a journey towards self-transcendence, and is a skill I have been working on for many years. You can practice being a leader while being led by another person, by a mentor, as I believe it is best to adopt a student mindset when working on a specific area you need to improve on, like working on the job, like an apprenticeship scheme. However, I felt my journey of becoming a leader of my own group was unique due to my Asperger's syndrome, resulting in me starting further behind others in terms of social skills. Let's go back to when I first started school. I was 4 years old and entered the classroom for the first time. Instantly, I was met with another student showing me how to turn the projector on and off with a remote control. This was the first lesson a student taught me in school. I was amazed. This was my first exposure to technology. These days, a student is first exposed to technology at the age of 1. So this would mean nothing for Generation Alpha students. But as my first time, this felt special. As I grew up, I made a few friends, but I never got a chance to chill with or gain the respect of the more popular kids, as I was at a disadvantage socially. Now, the kind of disadvantage I have, I cannot really describe. Only other autistic children would know, but can only be perceived by something beyond the 5 senses. My autistic brethren can relate, but it's shown by different mannerisms and body language. Perhaps it was because of poor listening skills. Perhaps my head was ducked down and I wasn't making eye contact with my peers. Perhaps I didn't share conversational interests. These traits were a key contributor towards my exclusion from groups. Now, from time to time, I played handball, football with the other kids, but when I was aged 9, I took initiative and made my own group. I summoned 3 other boys to make my own version of the purple hand gang from Horrid Henry, and for months I walked around the playground harassing people being the boss. For a few months, I summoned my boys behind me, and I used to do things like break people's toys. You know, hex bugs? They were the coolest things back 10 years ago. And I whipped people with my jumper, and I winded up people who I didn't like. I used to go up to people, run up to them, and kick them in the stomach, and that winded them, and they were like, oh, clutching their stomach, and they did the same back to me. Man, what good times they were. But as a 9-year-old autistic boy, I knew 0 other ways of leading the group. Treated with neglect by students and teachers alike, I just took it out on the people around me. I didn't mean anything personal to the people I hurt as a 9-year-old, but I was just reacting to my surroundings. So, secondary school. We went from 90 kids per year to 220, all boys in the same year. I was part of 3 different friendship groups in secondary school. Firstly, a nerdy group who I was in a class with at age 13, and we were all very cultured with memes. This appealed to me between the ages of 13 and 14, and I saw it as competition to make the most jokes in the WhatsApp group chat. I also desperately wanted to be admin. I was power hungry as hell. Then age 15, I started playing patball and chess with the more popular kids in school. And I couldn't help but notice these people were incredibly fake. It was unpleasant to be around them as there was a lot of microaggressive behavior going on. So when I was 17, I formed my own friendship group of my 3 most trusted mates. And we just went out to meetups like teenage gatherings out on the park. Most of them were a 5-minute walk from my house, but we ventured elsewhere all around the city. And this was by far my most successful friendship group. Now we're off to different universities, so we don't see each other as much or go to as many parties as we used to. The parties really helped me boost my own social skills, but I really gave a gift to my friends. One of my friends I really brought out of his shell, and I felt proud to have made him very sociable. And if you don't know how accomplishing this feels, man, it feels really good. So I'd like to teach you the 3 key leadership traits I think I had that helped me boost my social circle and the social skills of those around me. The first is organization. Now, I've made a point in a previous video about playing to your strengths. Well, as part of my autistic superpower, I am extremely well organized. Take this clip of my habit tracker as an example. The same applies to my meetings and getting timings right. I can plan ahead efficiently, calling up my friends hours if not days in advance, so as not to disrupt their schedule too much. Organization can help your friends develop trust in you in the punctuality and reliability department. Number 2 is being a good listener. Earlier I touched upon how being there for your friends in their desperate moments can really help them build trust in you. Being a good listener is the foundation to any meaningful conversation. The ability to listen to the other perspective, no matter how much you understand it, is crucial if you are going to truly help your friend. It is the decider whether you appeal fake or real to your friend. If you have chosen to be their friend, at this point it should be easy to listen to them. You can't force friendship, it can only come naturally, so choose your friendships wisely. And number 3, activity. Friendship is built off motion, then action, like any passion project. Just like this video. This is usually video games, sports, shopping, eating, and countless other things that you can think of. See activity as the result of good organization. Organization and activity go hand in hand, as every activity needs to be planned well. An essential component of leadership is taking the initiative and making the first suggestion. As a leader, you cannot second guess yourself, as you are essentially leading a herd of sheep, telling them what to do. If you cannot do that, then you will end up doing nothing, and the spark of the friendship may soon die out. It also limits the amount of trust other people can have in you. However, one trap to be wary of is the friendship group not giving back to you. This is why you select friends cautiously. However, once you have a good friendship circle, and you lead them well, the group will return the favor in some way. Yep, that's right. The true gift is giving, after all. It's true. Fulfilling your purpose equals true happiness. And giving your gift to your friends and serving the universe is fulfilling your purpose. Therefore, giving to the group will result in happiness. I hope you've learned a lot from my advice here, especially if you are an autistic person who struggles to begin friendships or maintain their friendships. I hope that if you take a purpose-based perspective on friendship and give to your friends, the quality of your social life will flourish. Choose people who choose you and lead them with a smile on your face. Please share your stories of friendships in the comments and see if we relate. I'd love to know your thoughts. Until next time, goodbye.